Welcome to another Fit Pro PT on the Net featured interview. We're here in Solana Beach with Richard Boyd. Richard Boyd, for those of you who don't know, well, yeah, that's him, is the founder of PT on the Net. Richard, welcome and thank you for being here.
Thank you, Bobby. It's great to be here.
Now, Richard, you're known all over the fitness industry. In some circles, you might even be considered famous, or I guess the more appropriate word here would be infamous. But there's a lot about you that people don't actually know. In the early part of your career, you were actually an athlete in competitive sport.
Yeah, that's it's probably a very interesting way to describe myself, Bobby, would be as an athlete. But I think, like most of the people coming into the industry, I had a sporting background. And I tried my darnest to be a triathlete and didn't do a very good job of that. And hence from that moved into personal training on the net, thankfully, I think for, well, hopefully for everyone that's viewing this today.
Now, let's talk about that, because you were a triathlete and you were also a footballer for a while, weren't you?
Yeah, it was a bit of a mixed bag. I was a bit of a cricket player, footballer, and triathlete and decathlete, all sort of in the same mix. And as decathlon, as you know, is 10 events, so I had to have 7 different coaches. You have to have throwing coaches and jumping coaches, and obviously football, you have your own coaches. So it was a pretty hectic 15 years when I was a youngster, that's for sure.
So you go from a myriad of sports, very diverse sporting portfolio, if you will, and now you're a personal trainer, and you're a personal trainer working out of?
Well, I was actually in Canada on a working visa, Bobby, and I was looking for a job. I'd actually moved to Canada with a girl who I thought I was in love with, and on the second day she dumped me, and pretty quickly after that I had to find a job. So what I did was I found a health club. I had been to university and obviously studied around the area of human movement, and so what I did was found a job in Edmonton in Canada, probably the coldest place on the planet. And that's where I worked with actually Michelle Dalcourt, obviously one of our other very famous presenters, as well as yourself, Bobby. And from there became a personal trainer, really enjoyed the experience there working as a trainer, and found out that was really a way for me to be able to mix my sporting background with a little bit of my science and sporting knowledge, and then take it into something that I really love, which was being able to help people. So it was great.